You only know what you know. That's how we're going to kick off this beautiful segment today. On today's video, we're going to give you 9 tips on how to broaden your perspective when interacting with each other, when receiving and giving feedback in an open-minded way, so that you are always in a position to be able to hear someone's opposing opinion, make sense of it, rationalize it, decide if it's your truth or if it's an angle that you perhaps haven't seen, and move forward from there. Next to me, as always, Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magani.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Here are the 9 tips and 9 hacks that you can start using immediately so that you can broaden your perspective within your community. Number 1, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies first, be curious.
That's the fun part. With curiosity, you get to know more. And even in different fields, because we always grow up to a certain level where this is where I fit into a box. Never allow that. Yeah. Be curious, get out of that box and just read about something else. Investigate. Do whatever you need to do to know more. And that's just curiosity.
Beautiful. Number 2, read books.
Yeah, the amount of knowledge that can be found in books, what it can do to one's perspective. Obviously, you've got a lot to learn there. And I know most people don't read because of time, because they don't want to collect books. However, it's easier now. We have apps. You can go on Audible. You can also listen to books. That's also an option. Whichever way you want to do it, you will definitely grow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Number 3, talk to people. So normally you will always talk to people that you like, you feel comfortable with, and you are used to, and that limits your ability to broaden your perspective. Mm-hmm. What I advise you to do is, and anyone to do, is talk to people that have opposing opinions. Learn about their culture, learn about their history, learn about the stuff that motivates them and their family. Yeah. That's when you really broaden your opinion. If you, for example, let's say, believe that soccer is a better sport than rugby, talk to rugby fans, passionate rugby fans, maybe people that have played the sport, and have a respectful debate and figure out why your opinion that soccer is better than rugby should, maybe you fall in love with rugby, who knows. But unless you talk to people that you're not comfortable with on a day-to-day basis, you won't be able to broaden your perspective. You might find you enjoy MMA after you speak to them. Number 4, travel.
Get to see the world, not only your country. Even if you can do it just once in a lifetime, and choose something that you don't know anything about. Yeah. It's very important, even in your own surroundings. We always end up going to the same places, the same area where you feel comfortable in. So you need to move out of that to get to know how other people. So it's not only for traveling abroad, but if you can, do it once in a lifetime, but then choose something that you've got no idea.
Something unique.
Yeah, unique.
With lots
different.
Of culture and history.
Mm-hmm. Even if you don't understand it, you'll be quite surprised how much you do pick up.
Good. Now, number 5, listen to music.
Yeah, so we obviously listen to music for lots of reasons.
Yes.
I usually just want to dance.
Oh, wow, okay.
But
I love the dance videos you always send me. I just wish I could dance like that.
So I thought I don't listen to R&B, of which I didn't. But recently I was so curious to find out exactly what they're talking about there. So I learned it's advice on relationships, what went wrong, what went right. And then I learned when you listen to hip-hop, you get to feel like you've made it in life.
Sometimes a bit prematurely, yes.
Yeah, or you get to know what's the next item you should buy to look fancier if you're listening to hip-hop.
Definitely.
So depending on what you're looking for, depending on how broad you want to go, which direction you want to go, music can actually contribute to growing your perspective.
Beautiful. Now, the next one I know a little bit about, and it's learning a new language. So We came to South Africa as an immigrant child, Eastern European country, speaks only Bulgarian. No English movies because nobody would understand them. Coming into South Africa, I figured out very early that English is the universal language. So English is a shared language by all colors, cultures, ages. If you can speak English in South Africa, you'll never be hungry or thirsty. You'll ask for water and food. Now, when you go and dive into the Zulu language, you're talking about a different culture, the pronunciation, the way you pronounce the words. Afrikaans, speaking Afrikaans, has to do with the culture. So the moment that you try, and I know everybody starts off with one or two naughty words, even when you start off with the naughty words in a different language, you are tapping into the culture and the uniqueness of the population that speak that language. A massive broadening of your horizons, of your perspective. And then number 7, watch documentaries.
Yeah, movies aren't going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Still, fine, do it, because you might see things, but look at a movie in a different way. But the moment you start getting excited about getting to know more, it's got all the visual backgrounds that you need. So even if it's Travel Channel, look to see what you can get out of it.
Absolutely.
Not only by looking at for fun. And that's the difference between the fact that you've got a documentary and you've got a movie. People look at a movie for fun. And I'll never forget the first time when I went to Europe and I came back. After that, I suddenly picked up in movies, and I would actually say, but I've been there, I've seen that, where someone not traveling wouldn't notice that. But with a documentary, you can actually sit back and get to know more.
I think
It's going to broaden.
I think it's all about what you want to extract out of a movie. For me, the best business movie ever made is the movie 300. There's no better business movie than that, because there's so many business lessons in that movie. There's probably 100 business lessons. Every time I watch it, there's a new strategy, there's a new why, there's a new angle, there's a new reason.
But that's exactly that. It's what do you want to take out? Is it just for relaxation, or is it whatever you look at, I'm going to take something out of this?
Awesome. Number 8, learn a new skill.
True. We always speak about this. You see the world as you are. So how do you want to see the world? You want to be able to see the world from every corner that exists out there. So imagine there's a lot that you don't know. You definitely won't have a wider view. So every time you learn a new skill, you'll see it opens up certain channels in your brain. You get to have a different understanding from what you've known before. So for each and every skill, if you ask questions, if you get to be curious and want to know exactly what it's about, you're growing. It's growth. Why not do it?
All of this is communication. Eventually, you're just going to step up that next level, being able to communicate with the next level person. Because if you don't have that skill, you can't communicate with that person. You can't talk to him on his level.
We actually touched on this when I said the different teams doing different jobs. We need to do training wherein one team understands what the next team is doing, so that next time when we have a conversation, I'll know exactly where you headed, what you do, so we'll be able to reason better, because I'll be understanding exactly what you're trying to do, what your job is about.
That's teamwork.
Not only being able to reason, but being able to listen. Because if you don't understand what people are saying, you tend to switch off. You don't listen. Whereas if you understand what people do, even if it's only 5% on what they do, you tend to listen because you're curious.
Absolutely. And lastly, ask questions. To get the best perspective, ask lots of questions. Normally by your third or your fourth why towards a subject, you'll get to the truth. So salesperson doesn't make his target, you ask him why. He says, oh, well, I didn't sell enough cars. I say, okay, cool, why? The customers, I didn't submit enough apps. Okay, cool, why? How do you get apps? By phoning customers and getting new business. Okay, so you never found enough customers, and that is why you never got enough new business to submit applications, and therefore you did not reach your target. So asking the right quality question, the higher the quality question, the better the answer. And normally why is a very high quality question. if that person is brave enough to answer it truthfully, obviously. Cool. I
Enjoyed this.
love this topic. Hope you guys did as well. If you did, leave us a comment. Please tell us which one of the 9 was your favorite. Hit the like button as well as.
And please subscribe to our channel.
And ring the bell.
Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.